Are you coming in?
It's going to get in stereo.
Oh, is it actually recording now? Seriously?
It's just because you wanted to get over his head. You wanted to get
What?
You mean it's recording now? This is me naturally.
Are we ready?
I feel sick. Are you ready? I feel more nervous for this than the ceremony. Seriously? I am terrified of what they're going to say.
At least I'm not going first. If I can just have everybody's attention again, please. Hello again. Hello. Thank you. I'm talking. I've already been told that I'm to stop your heckling, so none of that.
No,
Apparently you're a naughty bunch, so none of that. Wishing I knew a few Dumbledore quotes now that I know what the wedding's all about, just to make this special. But anyway, so it's the time for the speeches, and the first one's going to be the father of bride, Colin.
Good evening, my name is Colin Parry and I'm an alcoholic. sorry, wrong meeting. Just I recognise some faces. And it doesn't get any better. Right, I hope everybody enjoyed the meal. As the father of bride, I get to do the first speech, and I believe it's my job to warm everybody up for the two lads. But I think it's going to be quicker if you just put the heating on. I've been worrying about doing the speech for quite a while, which meant that I couldn't get to sleep last night, and the Grim Reaper paid me a visit. So I beat him off with a vacuum cleaner, talk about Dyson with death, and they're not getting any better. I love Rachel to bits and I'm reluctant to say this, but I wish she was more like Declan. In fact, I wish she was exactly like Declan, and then somebody else would be up here doing the speech and not me. I'm trying to get a sneak preview of the lads' speeches, so I could pinch the funny lines. So if you hear anything twice, remember where you heard it first. I would like to welcome everybody here today to celebrate Rachel and Ben's very happy wedding day. Stop heckling! Laugh at the right time though. To celebrate Ben and Rachel's wedding day. I hope you're all having a wonderful time and that it lasts well into the night. Rachel is looking beautiful and gorgeous today in her wedding dress, and this must be the best day of her life. I would like to say how fabulous my wife of 33 years, Denise, is looking tonight. Sorry, I can't read my own typing. The mother of my two wonderful children and grandmother of Scarlett and Piper. And also, if I could just mention a worrying time that I had a few weeks ago when my wife went missing. I was worried stiff, and then I got this dreaded call from the police when they knocked on the door and told me to prepare for the worst. So I went back to charity shops and got all the clothes back. Jean, who is also looking lovely tonight, and I bet they're the proudest mothers in the world right at this moment. I would like to welcome to our family Jean and Colin, Roy and Debbie, Ben obviously, Liam and Kirsty, and Declan and Chelsea, not in any order that is.
Declan and Chelsea's already.
And I believe that now they're married, all the family share everything, so what ours is yours. The bridesmaids also look very pretty today, and they look like they are having the times of their lives. Don't they look really sweet?
Yes, they do.
Also, Paige's boy, Albie, who is looking very smart indeed. Do you see what I did? Paige boy. So I think you'll all agree with me that all looking gorgeous and smart and good looking. And of course, myself, Rachel's dad. Oh, sorry. And of course, myself, Rachel's dad. would love to thank everybody that has attended Rachel and Ben's wedding day, and thank you all for coming. I would like to mention absent friends at this point who couldn't be here today. Nana Grundy, Nana Parry, Nana Doreen, and just to mention Chance, their dog. He's a lovely dog. And all the other people that couldn't be here for various reasons. I also want to mention Nana Ellen, who couldn't be here today. Sorry about this. Ellen is Denise's mum, and she's been in hospital, had some operations. She wanted to come to the wedding, but she can't be here because she's not very well. So I hope she gets better and she's alright. I don't know what to do now. It's being videoed, thank you very much for the video and photograph. She'll be able to sit at home and watch it with a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah.
So get well soon, Ellen, and thank you very much to the videographer and photographer for all their hard work they're doing today. So could you all join me in raising a glass to absent friends? Absent friends. Right. Well, I really do wish that Ellen could be here with us tonight, mainly because I had 2 pages of mother-in-law's jokes that I can't use now. Scarlett asked me for a pet spider for her birthday, so...
Let him finish the joke.
Scarlett asked me for a pet spider for the birthday. Scarlett asked me for a... Scarlett asked me for a pet spider for her birthday. So I went to the local pet shop to buy one, but there was £50 each. £50 I thought, so that I can get one off, I can get one cheaper off the web. Was it worth it? Rachel is a rule fanatic and she gave me some rules for my speech. Keep it short, don't make fun of her and Ben, and keep it smooth. But at the end of the day, about an hour ago or so, she changed her name and you're no longer my boss. 29 years ago, when Rachel was born, I remember getting a phone call saying she'd been born and dashing to hospital. And there was this beautiful, gorgeous, helpless, heart-stopping little baby. I picked her up and cuddled her like mad. Then the midwife told me to put her down as mine was the one in the corner. We brought her home and she was growing up fast. And oh boy, do I remember them nights, the long, long nights at bedtimes, with all the crying, screaming and the tantrums. But I remember most Denise telling me to stop all that and go and sort Rachel out. And so she kept on growing. I remember the time when she started crawling down the floor on all fours and having to clean her up when she'd been sick and wetting herself and making funny gurgling noises and having to put her to bed. But that's all I have to say about her 18th birthday party. I was at the ATM machine before in the lobby and was getting some money out, and this little old lady asked me if I could check her balance, so I pushed her over.
You actually would as well.
I think it's good that they've been together for a long time before getting married, as it's given me time to find out that Benny's as nutty as me for doing weird and wonderful things, or at least giving him a try like I do. I've known Ben for quite a long time now, and although I felt sad for a while coming up to the Wednesday, knowing I was losing the daughter, I was reminded that I am gaining a mechanic and a builder. But the best part is that I have a new playmate that lives as daring as me and likes to do all sorts of things that I like to do. Or at least give them a try and then say we don't like it or we do like it, whichever we do. Like going on roller coaster rides together, motorbiking rides together. We flew in a hot air balloon for our birthdays. I remember the time Ben was my passenger in Michaelite when I took him for a flight over Southport, which he enjoyed. And I also remember the time when I took Rachel in my Michaelite for a flight. We flew from Formby across the River Mersey to Liverpool to New Brighton in Wirral, as there was a carnival on.
Yeah.
and we landed on the beach next to it. We stayed for a few hours, had a good day, then we started to fly back. The weather turned a bit worse and the wind got up, so the flight back was a bit lively.
Had it lively. I was screaming.
Now. I lost it. Oh. Yeah.
Like you're flying.
Turn for the world.
You lost the wheel.
And the wind. Right, yeah. Well, Rachel started screaming on the way back.
Yeah.
Non-stop screaming from takeoff to landing.
Yeah.
And me being the caring, loving father, I turned my headset off so I couldn't hear her. And all the water parks that we did, running round 3 or 4 times, didn't we?
Oh God.
Having another go and another go. And
Not
plus
me.
all the silly things that I've yet to get him involved in. Right, last page. Just one final note. I went to a cemetery before I came here to lay some flowers on a friend's grave. And as I was standing there, 4 grave diggers were walking round with a coffin. 3 hours later and they were still walking round with it. I thought to myself, they've lost the plot.
Oh, Dad, seriously.
Earlier on today, Rachel made me promise not to tell any of my funny jokes today, and I think I've kept my promise. I can only say that the reactions you've given made me today prove I've kept my word. So finally, I would like to say to you all to take a toast with bride and groom. Just think about.
Thank you.
Bride and groom. I've been Colin Parry, you've been a challenge.
Go on, Jean.
You're supposed to announce Jean.
Oh, sorry, here. Jane. He's saying something now.
Well done, Dad. That was nice.
Sorry, Jane. All right.
It was brilliant, that.